Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Elets Bharat Summit, organized by Elets Technomedia and knowledge partner eGov Magazine. We are moving towards the end of this two-day hybrid summit where we saw some amazing discussions and presentations which depicted how India is moving towards becoming self-reliant, or as we say, Atmanirbhar. We now have a special address by Mr. D. Radhakrishna, Chairman, Tripura Electricity Regulatory Commission. I would like to welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. So before he gives his presentation, a small introduction about Mr. D. Radhakrishna. Mr. D. Radhakrishna is the chairman of Tripura Electricity Regulatory Commission, Government of Tripura. With nearly 37 years of experience in coal, oil, power and renewable resources sector, he is a well-known authority on every aspect of energy field. He is armed with degrees in engineering, law, and management and is a lifetime member of the World Energy Council. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us time to be a part of this event, and we are actually looking forward to your address. So, I hand it over to you, sir, now.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine. Pleasure is mine to join this. Are you able to listen to us now?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pleasure
Yes, sir.
is
We can hear you,
mine.
sir.
Yeah. Pleasure is mine to join this electrifying conference and to be the last guest. I am pretty sure people must have been tired for past 2 days and must have been looking for something different. So yesterday when you spoke to me, I had an idea why I should make some PPT presentation, but now then later on realize let me speak by heart, by mind, and by ground realities. That's true. We are Atmanirbhar, and as I was just telling to my people, the very first address we should have with the language. I should be better if I speak Hindi, but some as a large audience, even from the different segments of the country. So it is precluding me not to speak Hindi, but I think I can be able to convince what Atmanirbhar in energy field, which where I have my bread and butter, can really play in bringing that Atmanirbhar Bharat. You are well aware. I'm in Tripura, and Tripura is the perhaps only state in the country which is energy sufficient. We have a gas based power plants, and we export a large significant quantities to Bangladesh, and that is, in fact, Bangladesh is becoming Atmanirbhar because of northeast small state of Tripura. That was the energy. That was the quantity side. We have 1100 or 1200 megawatt gas-based power plants, and we are supplying 800 megawatt power to the Bangladesh. But basically, what we are looking for a power consumption, we are still hovering around 1100 and 1200 units for last 10 years. We need still, I feel ki we are half of the world average. It's a 26 2700, and we still are 11 12 1300. So we need to increase the consumption. Increasing the consumption of power sector with the energy conservation method is more challenging. Otherwise, yeah, 4 5 days back, I was in one of the this thing ONGC. I was just saying ki somebody asked me how to increase the consumption. Then I said ki one of the idea how to increase the consumption, you switch on your all lights, your thing, your AC, and go back. That is one way, but that is not we are looking for. We are looking for increasing the energy consumption at domestic. I'm not talking about the right now industrial sector. On a domestic level, right now the maximum energy consumption at the domestic level in the mid-tier cities and a mid-tier segment of the population is from the what living room. You have ACs, you have fans, but from living room to bed and bedroom, living room, bedroom. Now we'll have to address energy consumption drives to the kitchen. You have a microwave. You have many things are coming up in a big market, and that market, if you really can bring out in a much better manner. The industrial segment will be very happy, because I remember now, when we had ACs 2 decades back, really a very few person used to have a ACs in their domestic houses. But now everywhere, even I'm a resident of Bombay, so I know even my maid has got 2 ACs in her house. So if the AC consumption is so high, then we can think of it. Other segment, Atmanirbhar power means you have a gas, imported gas in the country in coming in a large segment. If you bring kitchen appliances to the if electrifying with the electricity generating the power and all, then you can really have a large industrial production of kitchen appliances, and that will also bring what you call employment in a big way. And secondly, industrial consumption of power will also increase. And the third thing, like cost clean energy will go will clean energy, people will start using clean energy. Gas is also clean, but we'll have a more cleaner energy in the way if we start electricity. And I was comparing with the as today the petroleum product and gas products are very high. And if you compare with the electricity, it will be right, double the electricity charges. The third one more segment is the transportation segment, where we can really increase the electricity consumption. You have around 73% of the railway lines electrified, 27% still left out. You have a metro cities coming up in most of the cities in the country. Metro system is coming in most of the cities. That will also increase the consumption. You have EV vehicles, EV bus, e-tire, e-scooter, everything will also boost the electricity consumption in a big way. Today, electricity consumption in the transport sector is 18%. We need to increase to 40%. The second thing, domestic consumption in the urban level, urban areas, around 180 units per capita, which need to be increased to 400 or 500 units in a time to come. That will really bring out energy, like from house energy consumption and conservation and economics from the household levels. One more thing which I wanted to tell you: renewable energy, clean energies. We have already hydro, we have already solar, we have a biomass, we have a hydel, and we have wind in a big way coming up in the country. I remember when the first wind power tariff was decided, it was 2 rupees something. By now 7 8 rupees. Even wind power, the person who's setting up the power plant needs to get back the money from that, and that will really fossil fuel based power also will come down. Atmanirbhar Bharat need to really address uh, 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 one of the heated discussion right now coming up in the all across the country. Around 12 states, it's they are resorting load shedding because of coal shortage. It started from Andhra Pradesh, it spread now Maharashtra, UP, and Bihar, and many states have started load shedding, because of the coal, non-coal availability. We have a 700 metric ton, 680 or 700 metric ton of coal production, but still we are buying coal from the imported sources from Indonesia and South Africa. And Indonesian coal, because of Ukraine crisis and Russia crisis, Indonesian coal and China demand, Indonesian coal, which was around 40 $45 a few months back, it's now again hovering around $100. $100 imported coal for 4,000 GAR. 94.95 was the rate I received. So 94.95 UAR plus freight, CFR cost, and at the port itself, if the landed cost, port itself, the coal cost will come around 12,000, 9,000, 8,000 rupees, which no power plant is in a position to really afford that high cost. as against 1500 2000 rupees Indian coal. So we need to see how that the if we have Atmanirbhar Atmanirbhar India, then we have more of the renewable energy. Renewable energy, we are happy. There is a complete belt where the radiation level is more than 20, complete belt starting from uh, uh, Nepal borders to Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Rajasthan, and all 18, 21, 20%, 22%. We are already number three in the solar installed capacities, and our honorable Prime Minister wants by 2030 we should have 4,50,000 megawatt renewable power. If converting the units basis also 20-30% of the that power will, if it's converted in the power, that means around 1,50,000 to lakh power will be only depending only with the renewable sources of this country, our own country. And we are already taking up steps how we can really bring up solar manufacturing activities in this country. There are a number of the tenders which have come up, and in the electrical vehicle this thing also, as a regulator we have formed up working group committee how the tariff, there should not be high tariff differential on the on the electrical vehicles from one state to another. What we are proposing a uniformity pattern in the tariff if your electrical vehicles are to be raised. And the one of the world's highest growth in the electrical vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, again 1100 or 1200% had come from the electrical vehicles only in this country. So we have a mania right now how to increase the increase the electrical vehicle this thing, how to address the problem which are coming up. And I personally feel we will be able to handle with an energy, if GDP growth, if it is we wanted a 10% or 12% or 15% GDP growth, then 4% GDP growth will help from the power sector. Growth will help the GDP growth by 4%. That 3.2 or 3.4 was the realistic figure. So that if a 10% GDP growth is at 2.5%, 15%, the energy contribution will be 4% around. With this kind of a passion in hand in our I'm pretty sure we will be in by next 5-6 years. We'll phase out the fossil fuel based power plant. We'll phase out the import dependability on the fuels, which include gas, petroleum product, and also coal. And also will increase our own independence in the power consumption pattern, and the power what a consumer will be consuming, that will come from our own resources. That is what I wanted to address in this thing. If some questions are there about Tripura, I always welcome whosoever wants to invest in Tripura. Is a we if not red carpet, we will, but we will see he is not disappointed, and that investor is more. And whatever the friendly environment is required, we can assure from the, as a regulator I can assure from the electricity side. Like that is all I wanted to tell. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you so much, sir. In fact, since you were talking about the Tripura electricity, that how Tripura is actually, making a country like Bangladesh become Atmanirbhar, and you were also talking about increasing the energy consumption. So, do you think like Tripura can actually pave the way and set an example for increased energy consumption in the country?
Yeah, we are trying. We are trying. Basically, I'll tell you geographically also, Tripura is a large challenge also. But out of, we have a 1 million domestic consumer in the state of the Tripura, and 95-94% is a domestic consumption only. And I am trying to bring out activities like as I told, more use of electricity, because we have got a surplus electricity. Cost is different, we are, but if you comparing with the oil cost and gas cost, still the power consumption will be less, and the consumption of power based kitchen equipment will can really play a big role in the Tripura, because out of 1 million consumer, 3 4 million are middle class consumers, and we are working on that those directions. I have already started 2 or 3 consumer forum how to increase this thing. I have already started speaking the electrical vehicle, Tata Motors, Ola, and all people to bring their manufacturing activities also. Whatever the benefit you want, you can draw from that place, and we will be the first state to announce. In the Northeast, we will be the first state to announce a very friendly electrical vehicle policy, which will come in, I think, in another month's time. But that's not my domain. But we are discussing it and prevailing upon you come out. We will give more of what do you call it? Whatever the incentives you want, we'll give. Kitchen-based equipment manufacturers, we are trying to invite them. You bring there, we will sell at a reasonable and lesser discounted rates. We'll see how the things can really work out. That is what. Otherwise, I'll also tell you, for 7 years in the electricity side, we have not allowed a price increase in the electricity tariff. Not even a price increase was there from 2014. It's the eighth year now. Year now. We are also trying to define how the consumption pattern can increase. What I said, manufacturing activity or domestic activities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. In fact, as you said that since the past 8 years, there has not been a single rupee or a paisa, for that matter,
Yeah.
increase in the electricity tariff in Tripura. That must be good news for people across the country, because yes, as you would understand that we are all dealing with expensive or costly electricity in several parts of North India, for that matter. So I think Tripura can actually set an example for a lot of things ahead.
Yeah.
In fact, that was really amazing of you to share these details with us, sir. With that, it brings us to the end of this special address by Sri D. Radhakrishna, sir. And we would actually like to thank you, sir, for giving us time and being a part of this event, and sharing such valuable details about Tripura, the electricity pattern there, the tariffs, and how Tripura can actually has the potential to make the entire country Atmanirbhar and set several examples for the country. In fact, if I can just ask my backend team to present you a token of appreciation certificate.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for once again for being a part of this event for a special keynote address, and we wish you all good health, sir. And thank you so much, and have a great day and have a great week ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.